Hi, it's Chuck from Dig, and today we're just going to come up with some ideas on how to build a terrarium. And a terrarium can be any sort of open glass or closed glass container. Anything you have around the house, sometimes a vase, sometimes a jar, and I'm just going to show you different examples of what you can use. It could be an apothecary jar or a candy jar like this can become a terrarium very easily. You can do Edwardian cases. This is how this all started, with building these Edwardian cases that protected ferns in the industrial age. And so many are available of different houses and different structures. We have the globe, which is one way you can build. We'll show you examples of already built ones as well. Side wall things where you can just make your terrarium like that, hang it on the wall if you have a lack of space. It can be a lantern, which is what we've sometimes used. By just having a glass lantern like this, sometimes a terrarium just becomes instantly anything like this, where you build the terrarium on the glass or on a plate, anything like that, and then the bell jar creates the terrarium for you. And one other idea that we think is great here at Dig is that you can take any sort of a vase where it's just an open vase, hard to find a lid. But if you just go to a glass maker, have a circle made, and that gives it a terrarium, kind of a modern look. Here's an example of apothecary jars that are just made to be stacked for your bathroom, and that we've made individual terrariums. Brandy snifter, which is great. Again, this isn't an enclosed terrarium because it doesn't have the top on it, doesn't create an ecosystem, but really does make for an interesting, I'll show you here, interesting form, where you look at the whole plant and you say, oh, this is so beautiful and tropical. We have these globes that chain onto each other. You go several or just one, but they have a hook at the bottom where you can do multi-terrariums. Behind it, we also have this terrarium that's a hand-blown glass terrarium, like so, where you can create a terrarium in there. Some of the ideas that you can do with a terrarium is to take just a bell jar and put it underneath. So this is simply a bell jar in its glass bowl, creating, again, the ecosystem. Okay, so it's your terrarium. The sky's the limit. You could do anything you want. What we've done here is just two little boys. It could be this guy on a motorcycle going past the bushes. Anything that creates an environment that when people come over, they're little hidden people, little animals that you've tucked in. Again, changing the scale of your terrarium very much by here it is, just a great little plant in a terrarium kind of dish garden. But by putting the size of those little people in there, these become really 10-foot trees.